Hey guys, Jagus here. This is Jagus Reviews. Alright, so we are going to be doing a redo of the Tronsmart Halo 300. So it was brought to my attention and I'm super sorry, I don't know why I didn't check. But it in fact gets louder and much more bass heavy and hits harder when you have it plugged into AC power. So still super crazy loud, louder than the T12 when it's in indoor mode, when the Tronsmart is running off its battery. So still insanely loud when you don't have it plugged in, when it's just running off battery, but it does reduce bass. So we're going to redo bass test. We're going to redo a match with it versus the W King T12. With it actually having these woofers moving at maximum, because when it's plugged in, these things actually move insane. So really the only thing that I could say if they did do a firmware update would be to allow the bass to be maximized while on battery mode, just like when it is plugged in. So that would be my only thing. I didn't realize how much more bass and everything else it gets when you plug it in. I should have checked. The T12 W King does not get a boost. This does get a boost. So we're going to start off with a just strict dubsteppy EDM, very bass boosted type song. Let's go. 75% volume because any louder and my eardrums will bleed. So here we go.
I'm like, if you lame, just say that. Nah, I can't relate, but you should know that we don't play that. So no, I can't debate. I'm like, if you broke, just say that. Ain't no need to hate. You should know that I don't play that. No, we can't debate. I'm like, if you lame, just say that. Nah, I can't relate, but you should know that we don't play that. So no, I can't debate. Hey, what the be wrong with y'all? I'm like, my no, and I ain't just called to stall. I'm really trying to knock down all you walls. We talk tough as, but when it come time, they call the law. And I really do rock with me, so tell me why that I need y'all applause. Good God, y'all lame as better stick to your lane as well. Look like you made to fail, and then could let no shade prevail. And I feel too blessed today. I just got paid like yesterday, and I think I'm fooled around. So better go put your away. Like, if you broke, just say that. Ay, ain't no need to hate. You should know that I don't play that. No, we can't debate. I'm like, if you lame, just say that. No, I can't relate, but you should know that we don't play that. So no, I can't debate. I'm like, if you broke, just say that. Ain't no need to hate. You should know that I don't play that. No, we can't debate. I'm like, if you lame, just say that. No, I can't relate, but you should know that we don't play that. So no, I can't debate. I'm like, what the be on your mind?
Do some more EDM.
In my soul, in my soul, in my soul. I could sing alone. I could sing alone. I could sing alone. In my soul, in my soul, in my soul, in my soul. I could sing alone. I could sing alone. I could sing alone. In my soul, 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 in my soul
I'm gonna stop it there because I don't think my ears can take much more being this freaking close to it. Alright, guys, so I just want to say this thing is an absolute monster when you plug it into AC. I had no idea. So it does make a lot of sense why on battery power it was feeling lacking. It wasn't doing the bass quite like, like we were wanting it, like the T12 does. This thing is ridiculous. So when you plug it in, it must be getting at least an extra, like, probably 40 watts to each one of those woofers. They are getting serious excursion. you just feel it ripping through your chest. My camera can't handle it. This was messing up my camera worse than the W King T12 was. Just an absolute monster. Not only is it hitting bass harder, way harder, it's also reaching deeper. It is just absolutely becoming an animal when you plug it in. So, yeah, well done. Well done, Tronsmart. Definitely, when you plug it in, it becomes a whole new beast. Obviously, outside, you might not be able to plug it in, and it's still going to maintain an insane amount of loudness with a decent amount of bass, but you get a lot more bass with it plugged in. So, just thought I would do a little bass test with it actually in full power mode. Super dope. Loving it. Crazy bass. We're going to rematch this sucker up against the W King T12 next with the Halo 300 plugged in. And I honestly think it's going to be a good match. So this was at 75% volume. Those woofers are just a cooking away. No distortion, just a beast of a, I mean, my ears, my body, the whole experience of it is pretty monstrous. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Helps me out a lot. See you on the next one.